go. Are you homeless?
No, I'm not. I was homeless for about 10 years. I got sick and I went in the shelter system, and after 3 years I was housed.
Oh yeah?
By the city, yeah. I live in Brownsville.
They took care of you like that?
Yeah, they did. But it takes a long time, and you got to put up with the nonsense for all those years.
What do you mean, nonsense?
You know, just signing in, signing out. You know, the shelter system, it's no fun. That's why so many people sleep on the street, because it's so much nicer than the system.
Yeah.
You know, it's basically like jail without the prison guards.
Yeah. Well, you know, a lot of people come from other parts of the world, and you know,
yeah, they love it here. They rather you got people that would rather be in jail here.
Okay, fine, they love it here, but let's say now somebody comes from a different time zone, and they're liable to be up at night and stuff, you know, and so how do they get these services if they're up at night? You know, you don't have this 24/7.
They out of luck.
Huh?
They out of luck.
They're out of luck.
They gotta acclimatize to the system. That's the whole point.
So if they go to a shelter and they're like from I don't know, Belarus or something.
It's called jet lag. It takes 2-3 days to adapt.
Yeah. Well, some people it never takes. You know, they never get adapted like that.
And I don't know what to say. They got to get a night job or something. I mean.
Yeah, night. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like the economy still runs on at night. You know, you have night workers everywhere. There is a night shift. You see cabbies out at night. Trains run at night. So there's a distinctive, you know, world at night, you know. But like someone who's homeless, you know, at night, you know, during the day they're probably somewhere, you know, in broad daylight in your face, sleeping, you know.
Yeah.
And then they wake up in the evening and spend the night out in the cold, you know, or in the warm, whatever. It may not be cold. It's pretty comfortable sometimes at night. But how do you think those people can access services?
They can. You have to follow the rules of the system if you want to get a help. That's the whole point. Right? They work on whatever that 8 to 4, 9 to 5. That's when the services are available. That's when you have to go and apply for them.
Right. But okay, now let's say you apply and you make it into a shelter or something, and like, do they accommodate for your, you know, personal biological, you know, clock like that?
No.
They don't accommodate for that.
No, they have curfews, and you know, and in the morning, a lot of places you have to leave by 8, 9 in the morning and don't come back till like 6, 7 at night, and then at 9 or 10 they lock down, and if you're not in by 9 or something, you're out of luck.
You lose your bed, right? You lose your bed.
Well, it depends. I mean, it depends on shows. Most places, if you don't make it in 3 days in a row, you lose your bed. They give you like 3 days. So you can miss a night here and a night there, but you miss 3 in a row and you're out.
Gotcha. Three strikes and you're out.
Yeah.
And if you're mentally ill or something like that, then
you're out of luck. Go to jail. Go to jail.
Go to jail.
That's the only way you're going to get any kind of mental services.
Right. You go to Kings County and be tortured over there and poked.
Go to Rikers Island and get cooked in a cell, you know, with 100-degree temperature. That's what it's come down to. They say 40% of the inmates have mental problems. That's why they're there.
Sounds great. And we're spending a lot of money on the military, but fuck the people, right?
Yeah. Military is the industry that has the most amount of profit for stockholders with the least number of jobs.
Yeah,
you understand what I'm saying? Like a hospital creates lots and lots of jobs, but not a lot of profit, while a weapons factory creates a lot of profit, but very few jobs.
Yeah.
So like for every $100,000, if you put that into a school, that would be like 5 teachers, 4 teachers, right? If you put it in the weapons industry, it's like one mechanic.
Gotcha.
1 engineer.
Well, you know, I'm a kind of look at the stock market, so I don't see these defense stocks making any kind of gains. So maybe like
well, a lot of them are privately traded companies. They're owned entirely by one person or a small group.
The CEO makes all the money, right? And the shareholders get a shoved up.
Not all corporations are public.
Yeah.
Corporations only go public when they want to access extra cash to expand.
Yeah.
Right? If you got a company that's producing profits consistently and it's like a family business, why would you want anybody else meddling in your business? Why would you sell stock and give somebody else a say in your company?
Yeah. So
all the big money makers are private, you know, they're held by one family or a small group of people, and even though maybe it's a public company, they're not selling any stock.
Right.
There's no way for anybody else to get in.
Like I was looking at the Dow, you know, like since the beginning of the year, you know, people lost like half their money, but yet the Dow is right now over 17,000.
Yeah, well, no,
but I'm
it's the
looking
same.
at the average guy who's just picking his own stocks, you know, and his portfolio got cut more than in half, you know. And how do you explain that?
The top, whatever, 1, 2, 3% have all doubled their income, and everybody else, the huge middle class, which is slowly disappearing, they've all lost. They've all stepped down 20%. Some people have gone backwards 40%.
Oh, so I've seen people that lose 2/3 of their
That's
stock
what I'm
portfolio.
saying. No, not stock portfolio. I'm saying people that used to have whatever buying power have less buying power.
Right.
Right? What used to buy 5 bags of grocery nowadays only buys 4 bags of groceries.
Yeah.
Your income stays the same, but all the prices go up, so you actually have less and less money.
Yeah. Well, you know,
so while you were able to feed your whole family before, now you can't feed your family. So you know, it's there's the poor get poorer and the rich get richer.
Yeah.
It's just the way it's going to be.
You know, and I noticed the pressure. You know, I go for a can of soda. You know, and I can get it in the street like for anywhere from $1 to $2.50 or whatever.
Yeah.
So I guess some people need the money more, so they up the price.
Depends on the location too.
Yeah.
If you're in like Times Square or something, you're going to charge a lot more than if you're down here on 14th Street.
Right. Yeah, so you know we have a lot of diversity in this country, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
In the world. I could never figure out how they actually price the stocks, you know. The
price. It's only worth what people are willing to pay for. It's all in people's minds.
They have like a book value and everything.
No, they don't.
There's so many diversionary
numbers. It goes up and down by demand, supply and demand. If people want to buy it, it's valuable. And when people don't want to buy it, that's why you have bubbles. Everybody says, "Oh, we want this, we want this." They all buy it. The price goes up, and then they realize, "Holy shit! I just paid $100 for something that's only worth $5." So they all want to get their $100 back, and then the bottom drops out, and then everybody's stuck with this shit. It's worthless.
Yeah, I was just looking at
like the housing market. Everybody paid double, triple the value of the houses because they thought, oh, it's only worth $50,000, but I'm going to pay $150,000 because I'm going to flip it and sell it for $200,000.
And you know how many of those houses right now lie dormant?
Yeah, exactly.
They could be housing, some
homeless people. Yeah, but they're owned by banks now.
Instead of sending all that money to the military complex, we could be spending.
No, it isn't not even the military. That had nothing to do with the military. That was just the banks. And when we bailed the banks out because we didn't,
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I'm confused. There's so many issues, and that's why I like asking people in the street. What's your name again?
Charles.
All right. Be well then. Thanks for letting me do the interview.
Not a problem.
All right,
You
bro.
be well too.
All right.